Sorry about all the technical difficulties, guys. It's TikTok. Can y'all hear me? Everything's working. YouTube, can y'all hear me? Everything's working. Cause that was weird. We live. Everybody, cool. All right. Yes, sweet. Sorry about that. That was weird. I don't know what happened, but anyways. The devil's out to get us, guys, with these technical difficulties. Technology always works right until you need it to, and then it glitches out and goes crazy. If you have issues on TikTok, go to the YouTube. It's just my name. It's live on there as well. And YouTube, if you're having issues at all, go back to the TikTok. Try. I'm on 2 different platforms, so I would hope at least one of them's working right. Anyways, tonight is about can't wait. In today's society, we're all fast-paced. Everything is quick. Everybody wants quick satisfaction. Nobody wants to wait on things. Nobody wants to work for things. People want things handed to them, and that's just kind of the culture we live in nowadays. There's not much we can do about it. It's just the cards that we're dealt, right? Well, because of that fast-paced society that we've lived in, we've started to kind of transfer that to our religion. I would think y'all can agree with me on that there's a lot of people who take that into their relationship with God, that fast-paced kind of expectation of, okay, God, I gave you my life. I've given you everything I have. Why am I not getting everything I want? Well, I need to stop shaking the table. Well, tonight we're going to dive into that. And we're going to walk through why it's important to wait. Why God expects us to wait. Because all the time we're saying, I can't wait. And that's what we're in right now. Like, I can't wait to get back to church. I can't wait to get back to worshiping with people. I can't wait to get back to just normal life outside of quarantine. But if that's my mindset, then I'm going to miss the opportunities that are in the situation right now, that are in this interruption. This is a big interruption to our lifestyle, to our life, to our world. And if your only focus and your mentality is, I can't wait to get out of it, then you're missing the point of it. You're missing why we're in this. Why things are happening to you the way they are. Why things aren't happening to you the way you want them to. You got to have the right mindset. You gotta fix the mindset if it's wrong. A lot of times we're desiring so hard to be in control of something, in control of a situation, that you're occupying the space that God needs. Think about it. If you're constantly trying to be in control of something, you're in the spot that God needs to be in, and you're taking up his space. You're getting mad at him. God, why isn't this coming? Like, why isn't this working out? Why aren't you stepping in? Why aren't you do something? And God's looking at you, because you're standing in my spot, son, daughter. That's why. Maybe it's not happening because you're playing God. You're taking my job. And if you humble yourself and step down from that role and truly give it to me, not just say you want me to show up in it, but that you want me to have it, then you'll start to see something happen. Then you'll start to see change. Many times God is going to call you exactly what you don't want to do. He's going to call you to do exactly what you don't want to do. Sometimes that is giving up that control, because he's always going to value your calling over your comfort. If it's comfortable for you, God doesn't want that for you. And maybe that sounds scary, but if you're always comfortable, you're never going to grow. You're never going to expand yourself. You're never going to lean more on God. If I had to ask you a hard question, and this is a hard question, so roll with me here. How long are you willing to wait on that career you want, on that relationship you want? How long are you willing to wait to get accepted into that school you want? Whatever it may be. Think of it real fast. How long are you willing to wait for that dream of yours? Okay, I'm sure a lot of you in your minds was like a very long time. I'd wait a year, Matthew. I'd wait 10 years. It doesn't matter how long, Matthew. I would wait as long as it took. Well, really? Because we've been in quarantine for 4 months and some of us have lost our faith. Some of us have lost our trust in God, and it's only been 4 months of quarantine. But you want to say that you're willing to wait forever for your dream to come true. I know, what if I was even going to poke that further and say you lost that question from the very beginning just for answering it? Because what I asked you was what you want. And it's not about what you want. It's about willing to give what you want up to God. And understanding that sometimes what I want and what God wants from me isn't going to line up. And making the sacrifice of, yeah, I want this, God. I want this so bad. I want this with every bone in my body. But if it's not what you want, then I'm going to stop asking you for it. I'm going to start asking you to have it. See, a lot of times the biggest amount of growth is going to come when you stop asking God for things and you start asking God to take things. Let me say that again. Sometimes the biggest amount of growth you'll experience is when you stop asking God for things and you start asking God to take things. God, I want this, but if it's not yours, you have it. I'm putting my desires under yours. You, God, matter to me more than what I want. And once that happens, watch how much change comes with that. Watch the mindset flip that you're going to have. Because when you start thinking that way and you start understanding your daily tasks, I mean, just the simple daily things you do every day in your life, you're going to start looking at it so much differently when you say, God, I want to do what you want for me. I want to do what you want me to do, not what I want. This is what I want to do today, but let it be your will. Let it be what you want me to do today. God, lead me to somebody today. You're about a fisherman for people. Don't let me fish for myself. Take me to someone today. Help me change someone today. Do you understand that every breath you take, every step you're taking on this earth is a victory? And there's an enemy that wants to take that breath, to take that step. Every single day, every single breath you breathe, the enemy is trying to take. But with every step and every breath, there's a moment for heaven to enter earth, for heaven to come to earth, for you to go out and save a life, to save a person, to help somebody. See, a lot of us want to be selfish with the joy and happiness that comes with our relationship with God, and we want to make it some sort of competition of, well, I've got a better relationship with Jesus than they do. I got a better relationship with Jesus than he's got. Yeah, sure, like, I messed up last night, but my relationship's better than most people's. I'm good. The only reason God has forgiven you, Jesus died for you, that they're giving you any joy is so that you can go share it with others. If you're not sharing it, then you're missing the point of it. The point is to go share with people. See, many times you aren't getting what you want because you haven't shown God you need him over that thing. You haven't shown God that God means more to you than that thing you're desiring. Do you get where I'm going with this? Because hold on. I'm about to just smack some of you in the head right now. A lot of times you're not getting that thing you want because you haven't shown God you want God more than that thing. How many of you are begging to God for something, no matter what it is, but you're pleading, you're begging, you're asking for him for that thing? Maybe it's a girl, maybe it's a boy, maybe it's a relationship, a career, a job, a school application. I don't know what it is. Whatever you're asking God so hard and heavily for. But can I ask you, if he gave it to you right now, what you wanted walked through the door next to you, how many of you would take that thing and walk right back out the door with God behind and leave God behind? How many of you would take that thing and say thank you and then not talk to him for a week? Thank you, God, but I'll see you next Sunday, and just take it and leave? How many of you would do that? I had a conversation with a good friend of mine not that too long ago, and he's just been in a bad mental place of needing a relationship. He's like, Matt, I've talked to God. I pray to God all the time. I beg God for this. I need this. And I'm just looking at him like, man, you know the reason you're not getting it? Because the moment you get it, you're going to leave God again. The moment he gives you that girl is going to become your God to you, and you're going to leave him behind. That has to change. God has to become the focus. God has to become the center. You have to refocus on God. Chase God. Pursue God. He says, pursue me and all other things will be given to you. Everything you've ever wanted and more is in me. Chase me and the rest will come. But here's the thing. You've got to trust him and you've got to wait on him. He says he is opposite from the world. And what does the world tell you? Fast pace, fast pace. Get it now. Go, 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 go. God says stop. God says breathe. God says trust me. You can't see it, but I'm working on it. And if you'll just stop for a moment and stop trying to be me, stop trying to play God, stop taking my spot, then maybe things will change for you. Then I can make it happen. Think about, I'm going to compare it to baseball just because I used to play baseball myself, okay? And it's my favorite sport. Think about a person who has never played first base in their life. First base's job is to catch any ball thrown to them to record an out, okay? So their number one thing that they're good at is catching the baseball. No matter where it's thrown, whether it's in the dirt, way up above. They can stretch. They can do all these crazy things to catch a baseball. It's what they're good at. And if you've never played first base in your life, why would you try to go play first base like on a pro team? You wouldn't. You wouldn't be able to. You can't. Every ball's going to get by you. So why in life do you think you can play first base when that's God's role? That's God's job. You can't do it. That's his job. That's what he's good at. So let him be good at what he's good at. And stop trying to take his spot. Sometimes you just gotta wait. Wait on him. Stop trying to control things. Stop trying to make things happen and just let God make things happen. Last thing I want to touch on tonight is vision. God gives you visions. Whatever it looks like for you. And I know you know what I'm talking about because God speaks to us all through visions of what he wants for us. That you had this idea come up and it lit you on fire. No matter what it was, whether it was an online ministry, whether it was going after that person, whether it was going and talking to that person, Whatever idea you had, that vision that popped in, even if it was just for a quick moment, I want to tell you that visions don't change. And I'm going to tie this into the can't wait, but visions don't change. Visions don't burn out. We burn out. We as people burn out. God's visions, you will not see in the Bible God give a vision to somebody and it change, or it burn out, or it not be, that it not play out. Visions don't burn out. We burn out. And you burn out because it hasn't worked out the way you thought it would. That it didn't work out like you had envisioned. That it's not what you imagined. That you're looking at God like, what is this? This isn't what I expected. Well, yeah, it's God's vision. It's not yours. I want to tell you that that vision hasn't changed. Whatever that is for you, that vision has not changed. It has not burned out. You may have burned out, but keep going. Don't stop. And just wait. Give God the time of day and just wait. Stop trying to play his role. Step out of his spot and wait. Watch what he does. Watch what he can do when you let him play his role. That's all I have for tonight, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. And I'm absolutely blessed to be doing this. And I pray that somebody was touched tonight and that you just accepted that word into your hearts. And if it did help you in any kind of way, leave in the comments what happened. How it touched you, how it hit you, what you got from it. Let me know. The more feedback I get, the better. And I love you guys. Thank you so much, and have a good night. I'm gonna stay on TikTok for a while.